I want food in my tummy!
Alright, I guess it's time for the annual checkup on Battlerite. How's this game doing in 2025 and even 2026? It's crazy how many of you still care about Battlerite and how almost nobody makes content on it or plays it, but that's where I come in. I'm sure that means most of you remember this game, but don't play it anymore. It's in your past and mostly a memory, but just like the title suggests, I really think we're running out of time and you should play Battlerite while you can. I've been covering this game almost yearly and we're getting to that point where Battlerite is gonna stay a memory if you don't play it soon. This is mostly directed at people who already played this game a long time ago, but if you're new and think this looks fun, then you should try it out while you still can. For those of you who don't know, Battlerite is an action-packed top-down arena MOBA where you fight in teams of 2 or 3 and the first team to 3 rounds wins the match. You can have a 5-minute action-packed heart-pounding game which made Battlerite really unique. This game was made by Stunlock Studios and released in 2017. Damn, it's crazy how that's almost a decade. I can't believe I've been playing this game for that long. I'm curious how long you guys have been playing Battlerite. I haven't really played much since my last review, and luckily you're still able to find games. Now the quality of those games might differ, but it's a miracle that this game is still playable, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might be restricted by certain things, like the game mode Duel has seemed mostly unplayable for a while now, and I strongly preferred playing 2v2 because the fights feel more personal, but I have to add 3v3 so the queue doesn't take too long. It can feel like a clusterfuck sometimes. I'm not sure about ranked because I liked where I left off and I haven't touched it in a while. It's interesting and sad how it's been the same ranked season for so many years now. I wonder if there's anyone recent on the leaderboards. So I like to stick to casuals, and surprisingly, the queues can be as fast as a couple seconds to a couple minutes. That's the type of thing that doesn't make this game feel dead yet, but something that does is having to play at certain times of the day. For the first time ever, when I tried playing Battlerite in the middle of the night, I just wasn't able to. I got multiple 10-minute queues. This honestly hurt my soul a little bit. I'm sure this can vary on different regions or where you live, but it looks like you have to play this game at peak hours now. That's crazy to me. I wasn't having this type of problem last time. The player count can get really low, and the crazier part is that this game isn't full of sweaty players. Now, I do get wrecked sometimes, but I also do the wrecking and everything in between. I would consider myself average to above average, and I only play about 10 matches for these videos, but the experience itself is not that bad. This can definitely vary with how good you are in your experience, but there's still some high quality heart-pounding moments. I mean, don't get me wrong, often enough it'll feel like the enemy team is playing ranked and my team is playing casual, or sometimes I just suck, but it's enough of a mixed bag where this game nowadays isn't a complete lost cause. It isn't ideal, but if you think this game is special, then you can make it work. Adding or having good teammates can help a lot. This time I only played solo just to see what the average experience is like. I'm sure the queues are a little longer and not having communication can be a big difference, but I doubt there's many groups of people still communicating on this game. It can be hard as a solo player, but at least it doesn't take a lot of players to fill a lobby. Man, let's stop beating around the bush and take a look at that player count. Oh god, it gets worse and worse every year. It's starting to get painful. Now you can see where I'm coming from and where the title of this video comes in. Last year, the average amount of players was about 100. Now, the peak amount of players is 100. We're dealing with double digits now. Man, this video is heartbreaking. The player count isn't looking too good, but at least it's going down pretty slowly. That's preventing this game from immediately dying, and that you're still able to play it for a little while after this video. I think next year the average player count will cut in half to 20 to 30 players. Then it won't be looking so good for the 10-year anniversary. It's sad, but I think I prefer this over a game having its server shut down or being removed from the store. It reminds me of this game that recently shut down called Iron Sight, and it was in a similar state as Battlerite, but they had an official day to shut down the servers. It creates this end of an era type of feeling, and if Stunlock Studios decided to do the same thing, this game would have shut down years ago. So if you think about it like that, even though it's been depressing, I've had a different type of appreciation for Battlerite in its later years. I've been covering Battlerite for almost 5 years, which is about when they stopped updating it, but it's been an interesting journey keeping track of this game ever since then, and I prefer that over this game getting shut down. My first game returning back was like riding a bike. The soundtrack, characters, and everything starts coming back to you, and if you can still find a decent match, who cares about the player count? A short queue and a decent match doesn't feel like a dead game. And did you know if you look at the holiday skins in the store, they still get limited time discounts like spooky skins in October and holiday skins in December? Like, how dead can this game be? I don't recommend spending money on it, but there's still a few things preventing this game from being totally dead. Did you know that people still upload clips and replays every single day? Crazy, I know. There's still a small community of people who still play and care about this game. Oh, who am I kidding? Just looking at the store is kinda sad. This new Halloween skin came out in 2019. Of course, looking at the main screen still hurts. Like, you think they'll update this for the 10-year anniversary? Yeah, I don't think so either. It just reminds you of a brighter past when this game was still getting updates and had thousands of players. It's crazy to think that that was only for a few short years. There hasn't been a content update since the end of 2019. Imagine how cool this game would have been with more updates, like more characters and maps. It's damn near unfortunate this game can still be fun because it's a bit sadder to play and you think of a scenario where this game could have continued to succeed. I know some of you wish you could buy this game to keep things going. This is some people's favorite game. This is one of my favorite games that I don't have motivation to keep playing, only when making a video. Which hurts to say because this used to be a daily game for me. Unfortunately, our next best option is finding similar games because I don't think we're getting Battlerite 2 anytime soon. Of course, there's V-Rising, another game made by Stunlock Studios that's not quite the same genre but has some similarities. It's more popular than Battlerite ever was, which makes Battlerite feel like the older, cooler brother that no one likes anymore. I keep saying this, but I'm sure I'll try it out one day. I just strongly prefer Battlerite as of now. Another Stunlock Studio game we can't forget is Battlerite Royale, but judging by this horribly sad player count, it looks like most of you did forget, which is understandable. Can't believe I reviewed that game recently. I just want you to look at these numbers before it happens to Battlerite. I'll always appreciate Battlerite for what it was and that I can still have this lingering experience long after its peak. I have over 500 hours of playtime on this game. This is one of my most played games of all time. I'm doing what I can before it fades away. How many hours do you guys have? Maybe you know some alternatives to Battlerite. I heard of this one called Supervive, and it doesn't look too bad judging by its screenshots. I played a few MOBAs before like Smite, but Battlerite is more unique of a genre. Normally I prefer ranged characters in these type of games, but I love the melee characters in Battlerite. My favorite character is Dumbass Rook, and I wonder if I should make other videos giving my opinions or maybe a top 5. It can be hard making content on a dead game. That's why barely anyone still makes quality content on Battlerite anymore. But hey, you guys still seem to like it, and I'm happy to add something to this game's legacy. No one else seems to care enough to check on Battlerite every year, so I'll be the one to tell you to play Battlerite before it's too late. If you have any memories on this game and will potentially regret not playing it one last time, just play it while you still can. I don't know how many of these videos I can still make until it's too late. Even if you don't plan on playing it, I'm glad you're still remembering this game with me. I understand if you can't be bothered to go back, or if you left this game on a good note and don't want to play a dead version of it. I just always found it interesting that video games can have this community feeling compared to movies or shows, whether the game is alive or dead. Like I said before, I just appreciate the option to play Battlerite if I miss it too much. I think I'm doing what I can trying to support this game and help keep it alive. Let's quietly enjoy this game and its presence until it one day slowly fades away from us. And after everything being said, I'm sure you can see where the title comes in. Not many people will cover games like this, so consider subscribing for unique and genuine content. Drop a like if you still care about Battlerite and tell me your favorite character down below. As long as it's not Croak, we're good. Here's my favorite comments from my last Battlerite video. I can tell there's still passion in the community and I like giving you guys a spotlight. Donate or become a member to guarantee a shout out. And don't worry guys, like I said in my other Battlerite videos, I will keep covering this game until I literally can't anymore. We're on this journey together. If you still care about this game, you're the type of gamer I respect. Lots of people play a game, drop it, and move on to the next one, but not on this channel. I put a lot of time and thought into a game, and sometimes I'll revisit it. I appreciate you taking a trip down memory lane and revisiting Battlerite with me. I'm sure it won't be the last time, but thank you guys for making it until the very end. The passion for Battlerite still surprises me. Some games will die, and it'll feel like no one cares anymore, but you guys remind me that Battlerite still has a lot of cool people who care. Just make sure to play it while you still can. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.